Good afternoon, folks. The moment I speak, who has to get stirred up and do things or make noise? Come here. Yeah, her. I don't have room for her to get up. Come on over this side. Come on. Okay, she's not going to be making an appearance. How do you like the scruffy stuff? It ain't my style. I'm looking forward to getting Mr. Clean Cut here pretty shortly, but I'm trying to grow it out. See if I can get a couple inches. That's working best. Biden. So he drops out. So what? The problem is our B-52s are testing Russia's defenses. Yeah, I mean, they've been challenging the defenses for a little while. And those are the B-52H bombers with the heavy payloads. And then 2 days ago, Canadian prepper reports Putin moved his missiles west, brought them up to the front so he could get ready to use them. We can't wait till November. We certainly can't wait till January. This administration needs to bow out now. The American people need to demand that. It's the only way you're going to save the planet. It's the only way to assure that the war will not occur thermonuclearly. However, I have to be quite frank, it's in the Bible in Zechariah chapter 5. We've discussed that before, and you can look it up on the internet. Rex Tibosaurus did some great videos on that, and I highly recommend his work on that. He did a series of 3 videos 10 years ago, and then last year did a single video. He produces good videos, and he's a Bible reader and a believer. So, and as far as the work he did, I don't think anybody's going to top it. Not that I want to try, but I just think he exhausted it. He covered it very well. And that short little paragraph, if you will, that short little chapter, is a thermonuclear exchange. It describes intercontinental ballistic missiles with multiple independent re-entry vehicles, warheads, and it describes sacrificial fire that has to be contained in lead lids, and he says it's wickedness. So that's going to go to and fro the whole world. Nobody escapes that. So the sooner we get Biden out, and I think that we put in the Speaker of the House. I don't think anybody wants Kamala Harris for president. This entire administration is corrupt. They tried to they took shots at President Trump already. They've been trying to kill him. So let's just take them out. We can't charge them. There ain't enough of us to hold them all accountable. But we can insist Biden step out, and we can insist Kamala Harris step out, and we can insist the Speaker of the House be sworn in as president. I don't care for Mr. Johnson that much. He's definitely part of the problem there. There isn't a bill in spending that he hasn't liked. He's not a conservative at all. But he sure would be a better president right now, because it would be a sign. And of course, then there would have been a regime change in the Ukraine because of the Ukraine. Instead of Mr. Putin stepping down, Biden should be stepping down. It should be formal. We in America should formalize it. Why? To send a message to Mr. Putin. I think the first thing we do, the first thing the president should do, the new president should do, is pick up the phone. Mr. Putin, how are you? Do you have time to talk? Well, let's get together and talk. Let's at least pick up that red hotline, call it, and ask the man, how are you? How's your day going? Do you have time to talk? Get the talk started. I think Putin would gladly back his missiles back from the Western Front. And whoever it is in the Pentagon whoever is calling the shots, sending the bombers over there, needs to stand down. We need to back off. We need to stop all funding to the Ukraine. Actually, I think we should take that current little jackass of a man who pretends to be president over there and hand them to Vladimir Putin, along with Valerie, what was her name? I want to say Jarrett, but that's not the right one. The woman who started this all, the CIA individual, the one who was so tactless to do this. And I think that we should also send maybe a few more over there. Lindsey Graham. I'd send John McCain, but I don't think he'd smell too good. So we actually need to pay homage and admit we are wrong. We need to withdraw, and we need to fight it out among ourselves. We need to argue it out intellectually, and if that's not going to work, then fine. Get out the cartridge box. That will definitely take care of things. No, it's going to take years to sort this out. And the first thing we need to do is have a commitment to restore the Jeffersonian Republic. And you need to follow my idea on that. It's not purely my idea. It came from Eustace Mullins. Eustace Mullins used to live in the Library of Congress. He used to actually have a bed down there. And he actually logged in all the incoming manuscripts. And a lot of those manuscripts never made it to the shelves. So he was well-rounded. He had a good education. So I'm going to keep this short because I'm on a pretty vigorous supplement schedule, and the dog has not been out. I'm still struggling with this motorhome to get it to my destination safely. I just have hours to go. Praying. And then I'll be at the first step. And I've got other things to take care of. And the Spirit is there for me, that's for sure. And the reason we read the Bible is to access the mind of Yahweh. That's how you program yourself up. That's how you access His mind. You need to read the Bible. You need to pay attention to what it really says. Don't listen to your pastors. They lie. They tell you stuff that's not in the Bible. They tell you things that are in the Bible. Now, I'm taken back by these people that says God is love. You have to love. You can't hate. Well, if that's the case, then what did God say in the Bible more than once? He hated Esau. So, what's wrong with hating? You think that it's not a proper emotion? Another thing is, I'm tired of Christmas. It's not His birthday. We shouldn't be celebrating that. I'm tired of Easter. Ishtar with the Easter eggs, celebrating the Babylonian fertility goddess. That ain't right either. We're told to celebrate the high holy days in perpetuity for a good reason, because those are the days on which everything happens. So join me. Pray for Trump. Put his feet to the fire. He obviously doesn't understand that he either restores the republic. I'm sorry, but I don't know which way this fellow's going to go. Is he actually going to put his knee down before Yahweh? Is he going to read the book of the law? Is he actually going to be able to lead this people? Or is he going to head up the biggest police state that ever was and prove out to be the Antichrist? You tell me. I think it's wide open. Trump can do whatever the hell he wants. He talks out of both sides of his mouth anyway. So we need to hold his feet to the fire. And this media, the media took part in the assassination attempt. All of their licenses should be yanked. They shouldn't be allowed to broadcast ever again. And all those companies that have those licenses, let their stock fail. Let it go. And then BlackRock being associated with that fellow Crook and his parents, a couple of psychologists, So what are they doing? Training their kid up to be an MK Ultra assassin? I have no idea what happened there. You don't either. But we do know one thing. This is standard issue cover-up. Same cover-up for all the previous assassinations. They're going to make a mess out of it. And we need to just tell them, forget you. We're kicking out the media. We're kicking out the FBI. We're kicking out the Secret Service. We're kicking out the CIA. And we're kicking out that lousy Department of Justice underneath that ungrateful bastard, Ashkenazi, who's not a practicing Jew. He certainly doesn't believe in Yahweh at all. He doesn't believe in decent morality. Most Jews believe in God. Most of them believe, they understand the Ten Commandments. They understand the wisdom of abiding by the law of life. Most of them are fine people. Wow. But these guys that are surrounding the leaders of Western civilization and the Asiatic nations that are Chinese Jews, they've intermingled with everyone. But you need to call them what they really are. They are Edomites from Mount Seir, Canaanites, descendants of Cain. And there's a minority that are that way. It's a small group that's tainted. But there's another group that's operating behind the scenes that loves to put the Jews out there, so you folks use them as bait. They love to put Soros out there. They love to put Gates out there. Don't get me wrong, all these people should be consecrated, charged, tried, consecrated. But at this point, the only ones who are going to be consecrated are going to be Americans dying in the inferno that is going to be unleashed by Vladimir Putin, Russia, and 5 other nations. It's not going to be just Russia alone. The Bible is very clear. There are 6 nations that will attack us at one time. What can we do? We need to repent. Are we going to be able to take all 6 on? The world's not going to be worth living in afterwards. The only thing that's going to be suitable is another ice age to purify it out, which we're scheduled up for, so it won't stay trashed out for very long. I would imagine it'll stay trashed out for, let's say if it happened this year, because I think it happens this year, 24, 42, okay, 18, is that right? Yes, 18 years, okay, 18 years. So it's going to be pretty radioactive and pretty toxic, and everybody's going to be suffering that survives it. It's not going to be any fun for anybody, and it could knock the planet off its axis, because some of these weapons are described as continent busters. So in other words, if the bomb was detonated in the Middle East, it'd take out at least half of Europe with it. Who the hell made that one? We need to face the facts that we are ruled by people who believe in the Babylonian gods. This is the ancient. These are the ancient gods of Babylon. They've been through every civilization, especially the Greek civilization, and then the Roman civilization that is visiting all of this upon us now. Your black nobility, the 8 families, the families that control the banking system, all those that are riding at the top, they set up the stock market because they regard you and I as stock. We're cattle. We're there to serve them. So they will run up the stock market higher than Hades, and they will run up the money supply higher than Hades, and they will pump that money into the stock market. All that while reducing our power of purchasing, impoverishing us, taxing, stealing, robbing from us so they can be richer. That's exactly what's going on. It's not going to stop, And they're actually going to give us some more wars. Yes, they're such nice people, they're going to give us reasons to kill each other once again. I don't want to go against my Russian brothers. They're from the house of Israel too. Biden needs to be taken out. Kamala Harris needs to be taken out. This entire administration needs to be sent packing, and we need a new administration now. And the Constitution's very clear. When you have a failure like this, the Speaker of the House is the next in line. May Yahweh bless.